What is up, you guys? It's RJ. Welcome back to my channel. So real quick, before we go on to our page, you guys left me a lot of comments for I Want You with a lot of information. And I was reading so many of them, and some of them had, it was very interesting. Like I kept saying before, it's interesting how you can, different people can watch a music video and listen to a song and have like different interpretations about it. And then there was some of you that were saying that this was those two songs, Good Evening and I Want You, were related to Jungkook's passing and whatnot, and the situations and everything. And then some of you gave me information that those two songs were, and probably some others, I guess, were written actually before Jungkook passed away. So they're not related. I did also get a link to a particular video where the group was actually explaining the meaning behind Good Evening and I Want You. And apparently Good Evening is about how the public sees SHINee, and I Want You is how SHINee sees themselves, which is very interesting. And I guess the fox and the well are like a connection between the two MVs. Very interesting. It's just really funny because, like, I guess in a way, I kind of was pulling a lot of my thoughts from you guys, from the comments and whatnot. And so that's where I got a lot of my interpretation. But I honestly, you could still kind of see it that way just based on the lyrical content, even though the MVs are very like vague in a way. But after going back and watching Good Evening, after, you know, hearing what they had to say about it, you can definitely kind of tell that's what the MV is about, with them in the glass box, and pretty much their whole lives is kind of on display, like as if they're like zoo animals or something like that for the public to kind of just check out all the time. Now, I Want You, I went back and watched that after they said that it's how they view themselves. I have no clue what's happening in there now. I don't know what they mean by all that imagery. When I saw it originally, I related it to a lot of different things, like dreamlike scenes from, like, I don't know, it was a lot. But I don't know, it's hard to, like, you know, completely know what's going on. But SHINee did say from their own mouths what those two MVs were, so I mean, I'll take it as that, which for me, that's fine. But I know you guys told me that our page is specifically about Jungkook, so this should be very interesting then, since this one is very specific. And I am going to do the lyric video and the actual MV. So we're gonna do the lyric video first. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do first, but I figured I'd rather read the lyrics first and kind of know what I'm getting into, and then watch the MV. So let's go. I'm not sure if I said thank you guys for the comments, but I do really appreciate the comments, and I like how everyone had their own input and everyone had their own theories. A lot of people were not on the same page when it came to what the MVs were about. So it was very interesting to read everyone's like point of view, which is what makes music so fun. Also, thank you, Melinda, for linking this lyric video from It Live. I believe someone else did too, but I just saw that comment first. But all right, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. 느껴지니 이어져 있어 보이지 않는 실 같은 투명한 맘이 말을 걸어 다짐해져 하늘에 그 어떤 힘든 길이라도 계속 갈게. 함께 걸어온 길 위에 다시 서보면 다 섞여 포개진 손과 눈물과 기억 너무 또렷해 잊고 싶지 않아 잊을 수 없어. 네가 남겨둔 예쁜 말들은 한편의 시가 되어 노래가 되고 목소리 날아 너 있는 곳에 닿을 거란 걸 우린 알잖아. 별이 사라진다면 모두 잊혀질까. 소중했던 널 하나 내 품에 끝나지 않은 이 소설의 페이지 마지막까지 함께 채울래. 보고 싶다. Such pretty lyrics. 말해보지 마. Wow.
시간은 또 영원히 더 흘러 퍼져갈 거야.
Ay, ay, ay. This is making me like. What a beautiful song. You know what's so interesting? Like halfway through the lyric video, when he said like the date, May 25th, I think it might have been, 2008. I am guessing. I just went to look it up before I misspoke, but that was their debut, and when I saw that, it made me remember. I've only just recently gotten into SHINee. When did I start this? This would have been July, June or July, I think it might have been. And then I started all the way from the beginning and kind of worked my way up through like their title tracks and different songs and whatnot. And it was just very interesting how in such a short amount of time, I've grown to really love this group so much. And I wasn't around, obviously, and I didn't know who they were when Jonghan passed away. But it kind of, in a way, still affected me when that lyric came up, because it reminded me of when I first started watching SHINee, and the five of them were all there, and it, you know, made it all the way up until this point, and it just like, I don't know, it kind of like made me feel a bit sad, because in a lot of different ways. Like obviously it's hard to explain, because like I essentially in a very fast way watched them like grow, and it made me imagine like, you know, fans who may have been there from like the very beginning to witness this entire thing, and you know, just the growth of the group and their bond and everything that they stand for. It's just very meaningful, and it's really beautiful to see. And it just made me think of my like fast track through SHINee, and how I wish I was like around when, you know, they first came out, and how I wish I was like into K-pop then, and how much more rewarding the journey would have been getting to know them through all that time as well. Even though it's not like it's been less rewarding, you know, getting to know them the way that I have, but it's just made me, I've been able to appreciate SHINee a lot just by watching, you know, the music videos that I have and everything, and getting to know Jonghan through the music, and for him to, you know, obviously not be here anymore. It's just interesting how it has an effect on someone who has only gotten to know them in such a short amount of time. And so when I saw that lyric, it just made me kind of like, I don't know, it gave me chills, and like kind of made me feel a bit like emotional, because it just like it just made me think of that. So anyways, I say all that to say, really beautiful song, and I think you guys, if I'm not incorrect, you guys told me that they wrote the lyrics of this song. Each of them wrote their own like words to it, which is really awesome. And I really can't imagine how they got through like performing this on stages constantly, you know, because this song obviously has a lot of meaning to them, and is very emotional. So it had to have been tough. So, all right, let's move on to the music video. Why is so look?
괜찮으세요? 네.
느껴지니 이어져 있어 보이지 않는 실 같은 투명한 맘이 말을 걸어
Such beautiful vocals too. It almost seems like they're trying to, like, you know, perform their daily tasks, but it's like a reminder.
시간은 또 영원히 더 흘러 퍼져갈 거야 네가 남겨둔 예쁜 말들은 한편의 시가 되어 노래가 되고 목소리 날아 있는 곳에 닿을 거란 걸 우리 알잖아 별이 사라진다면 모두 잊혀질
Oh, is there another mic stand? Oh, it's like they were singing that to, oh. Wow. Wow. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was a very beautiful song. I was wondering by the end, because I did see like there was an extra stand, and I was wondering if they were like that was supposed to be, you know, the place for Jonghan and whatnot, and sure enough, it was. Very beautiful song, very beautiful song, very beautiful MV as well. Very meaningful, very sad, but again, I'm glad they're in such in better spirits at this point. And they've been able to like manage and have each other and keep each other, you know, grounded and in a good mental space. I'm sure the break that they had when, you know, I believe the 3 of the members went to the military, you know, I feel like that break was probably really good for them, to be honest with you. And then they came back, and then obviously Taemin is there now. Just very sweet, and I really appreciate them and this particular song. It's very beautifully written. All right, thanks so much for hanging out with me here, you guys. If you like the video, leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Maybe hit the notification bell if that's your thing, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.